The shirt that you are wearing right now is probably made out of plastic. It doesn't matter which part of the world you are in. And it isn't simply because of cost. At a large scale, it makes sense why brands would use a synthetic fiber to make more clothes if their goal is to maximize profits. But there are lots of other reasons, actually, why a lot of brands shifted to polyester. And those real reasons are often not discussed. And if you care about what your clothes are made out of, your health and the health of the planet, then you should download Fiber, the free Chrome extension that reads your fabric labels so you don't have to. Welcome to By Design, where we understand the choices that shape our clothes and the fabrics around us. And in today's episode, we are trying to understand why our cotton t-shirts became polyester. So let's imagine how fashion works. You work at a big clothing brand. Let's call it Bara. And in Bara, they see that there is this trend online. It needed to be in stores by yesterday. And the problem is, Bara, although it takes like 2 weeks to get something in store, they have another brand that they're competing with called Hein. Hein is going to have those clothes available online within the next 24 hours. So Bara knows that it's in an arms race to get those clothes in the hands of customers. So it has a couple of options. When it comes to the fabric composition of its clothes, it can wait for cotton. Cotton is something that we have had and domesticated for hundreds of years, and it is something that is a staple of human civilization. So this shouldn't be a problem, right? But the problem is, cotton only grows once a year. It also has a very sophisticated supply chain. And cotton also doesn't hold colors, shapes, certain dyes and prints nearly as well as polyester. It is also susceptible to a lot of things like droughts, like tariffs and other policies that affect supply chains. You also cannot tell a cotton farmer to hurry up. You cannot tell the person, we need to get this bubble miniskirt halter top in the hands of customers tomorrow. If your business model is predicated on getting a viral top into the hands of users by the end of the week, cotton and other natural fibers is not the way to go. And then we talk about all the problems and why our clothes have been taken over by polyester. But it makes sense when you realize that these clothes are often going to be worn very few times and they need to get into the hands of users immediately. When you realize that polyester is made in a factory, it can be made into any shape, color, size, anything you want can be produced almost immediately. There is no harvesting time, and those materials can be on the way to your store by the end of the day. You understand why polyester won over our wardrobe. And another thing that brands won't tell you is that plastic travels really well. You don't have to worry about mold or damp in the way that other natural fabrics are susceptible to these things. So put yourself in a company's shoes. You have to be able to meet your customers' demands, and the only way to do so is actually to end up creating a world where we have so much plastic waste all over the place. And the answer to this problem is unfortunately polyester.